pop a bottle off of your chain.
Someone wrote this song before, and I could tell you where it's from. Before 7-3.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Nurul Hanis binti Ahmad Zamri, matric number 273512. Okay, now I would like to explain about the introduction for our assignment. Okay, first of all, did you know the meaning of employee performance? No? Okay, actually, employee performance is the way an employee fulfills their job responsibilities, completes required tasks, and behave in the workplace. Quality, quantity, and task efficiency are key subjects that determine employee performance in their workplace. For your information, employee performance is very important to ensure that objectives for each organization are achieved. Performance management is an ongoing process in which to identify, measure, and develop the performance of individuals or team, as well as align their performance with organizational goals. So, we agreed to choose Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is KFC, to identify the performance of employees in this organization. The main goal of a performance management system in KFC is to ensure that all the employees know the objective of this company. It is because to make sure that they know how to creating satisfaction among customers. Therefore, employees should be alert and prepared with all the instruction issued, because the performance of employees affect the quality of food to be served. Employees are a real asset to the organization because they are willing and able to contribute to success.
Hi Doctor, before I want to discuss about today's topic, I want to introduce myself first. My name is Diivyan Gopalakrishnan, metric number 265482. And the today topic that I want to discuss is challenge that organization face in managing current employee performance in Kentucky Fried Chicken or KFC. The challenge in managing employee performance needs a higher training and development cost, as this process will consume time. KFC management have always been interested about their employees' training and development. They are constantly looking for new and innovative methods to improve their training program. Additionally, they concentrate on training employees something new in order to perfectly equip them with the skills that require at the time. Employees contribute and get feedback on how to improve their skills from the KFC management on a regular basis. Besides that, culture factors are a vital issue for the food chain companies in order to handling the employee performance management at the KFC. In addition, cultural difference between the foreign countries to some extent influence and contribute to the food choice and dietary practice that influence the individual purchasing behavior. As an example, the population of the primary people in Malaysia mostly religious. They could handle their own food at the home, meanwhile they still infrequently visit the restaurant. Thus, KFC overwhelmed all the challenges through smooth movement with a good profit and steady growth of company. The next challenge is demand. For KFC had been decreasing because they do not concern about the local context, including cultural value, taste, and preference, comply with the government regulation, and refers to the customer habits because change in the people consumption patterns. On the other hand, high turnover can be cost a company around a quarter of employees' total compensation package, including salary and benefits. One method of demonstrating this is to look at how KFC management coach their employees. Employees who do not receive effective coaching retain status quo and do not improve their work performance, which can lead them become unproductive and feel inadequate. As we know, fast food is like KFC linked with franchise business system. In fact, 96% of KFC stores are owned by franchise. A franchise will face, in the case, lack of capital because the capital is not only used to open the franchise but also pay debates, procure stock and equipment, as well as use times to emergency.
Hi, my name is Rojie Fakhru. My metric number is 260533. So today I'm going to talk about managing employees' performance based on learning from the KFC experience. So firstly, KFC is doing its best in maintaining the employer recognition for all employees so that employees feel more valued, respected, and trusted in doing their job. For example, KFC frontline reward system is critical to increase the engagement. Not only that, the advantage of this recognition is much cheaper compared to compensation and incentives. So definitely developing and implementing employee appreciation strategy is advantageous in terms of cost, time, and effort. And secondly, what we found from the interview with one of KFC manager is that usually employee will be more motivated to work if they are promoted. Employee will be more proud of their own achievement. Moreover, they can be motivated themselves, and self-satisfaction will increase as well. In sum, it's impossible for KFC not to promote potential employees because the promotion will affect the employees' performance in improving their work. Next, KFC also concerned with the process of analyzing and creating strategy and maintaining its competitive advantage. So through this strategic management, I think KFC can assess the business and industry, including assessing its competitors and setting organizational goal to outperform its current and future competitors. So basically, KFC do strategic planning to gain the market share and market worth value. And when it comes to the operational planning, it tends to innovate in terms of product and is adjusted into a certain customer. For example, when KFC wants to penetrate a new market, so they have to observe the local elements to be able to get market share in certain market. On top of that, I think product and services should be adjusted and should be referred to the test and preprint in that certain market. And finally, the success of KFC derived from the franchisee system, which give a positive impact in the business. Essentially, a system that leads to proper operation will have a positive impact when a quality management system implemented. So every single of KFC outlets will have the same quality both of product and services. That's because the franchisee truly follow the standard and the quality control mechanism that have been set out by KFC, and this is what makes customer more satisfied and make KFC grow thus far. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
The KFC Performance Management System addresses the strategic planning model, the performance management model, and the process of put this model into effect at KFC. For the strategic planning, KFC used an issue-based strategic planning approach. This method of strategic planning focuses on identifying all of the internal and external factors that influence KFC's ability to achieve its objective. The goal of strategic planning is to determine the company's broad objectives and develop a strategy to attain them. Strategic management is the process by which an organization develops and implements policy that support the organization goal and objective. KFC used a SWOT analysis to identify the internal and external elements that affect the company's capability. The strength of KFC is strong international identity, loyal consumer base, variety in the menu, and the special formula of the KFC. The next of the SWOT analysis is the weaknesses. According to AA 2020, in November 2019, KFC restructured its British supply network, partnering with DHL and Quick Service Logistics. Defeat the GMB union, asking KFC not to delay food distribution, expect big threats from its supply chain. It was a cost-cutting plan for the KFC to switch from Bidwest to DHL as its third-party logistic partner. The first issue is one of the supply chain and distribution. KFC decision to transfer from Bidwest to DHL as its third-party logistic partner was part of a cost-cutting strategy. The term of opportunity does refer to element that a company can use to increase its market share, revenue, or brand value, among other things. KFC take advantage of chance by experimenting with food production to fulfill changing needs. To successfully implement the strategy and certain quality product and personal performance, KFC performs its performance management system based on strategic planning. The KFC management system of KFC is built on two distinct performance management frameworks. To achieve the goal, KFC developed the strategy plan and deploy a two-department performance management system. On the other side, the quality control department is responsible of maintaining the product quality as well as customer service. The mission of the human resource department is to ensure that employee performance successfully in order to achieve the organization goal. The first is total quality control, and the second is goal-oriented control. Three are one of the most essential components of KFC SWOT analysis. Depict the fact that they present a long-term picture to the obstacle it will face in the future.
Next, I will proceed with the new ways in managing employee performance. The first one is set. Set the right goals and recruit the right staff to achieve capabilities in the organization, especially in KFC that make improvements and to track the changes. The second one is communicate. Communicate with the employees to improve the performance that will affect the organizational goals and sustainability of KFC itself. And the third one is monitor. Monitor and evaluate the performance of each employee to assist in the KFC as it empower the employee in improving a better performance. The number four is maintain. Maintain a current performance dialogue to produce unexpected performance, especially in achieving goals in line with the mission of the organization. The number five is implement. KFC can implement empowerments and engage with employee to ensure employee are able to make accurate and mature decisions. The number six is improve collecting performance data can improve the organizational as well as following relevant standards can help determine performance management targets. The last one is leverage. KFC can leverage the 360-degree feedback system as a learning tools to better performance understanding their strengths and limitations and becomes more productive. So we know that managing the performance of employees play an important role in meeting company goals, keeping employee and being able to take appropriate action to help employees when they are struggling. Performance management is essential to ensuring corporate strategy and goals are attained. It enables managers and executives to focus on specific areas in order to meet targets. Without performance management, the company will not know how their performance and would be unable to adjust either company targets or the company used to attain these targets. Effective performance management consists of meeting both tasks and people's needs. Task needs are those dealing with structures and practical strategies. People's needs to relate to the developments and motivation of your team. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, for the conclusion, performance management is the process of continuously improving performance by creating individuals and team goals that are related to the strategic goals of the organization. It is to increase employee engagement in the workplace and get a better outcome. KFC's performance management system addresses the strategic planning model, the performance management model, and the implementation process of this model is by conducting SWOT analysis to determine the internal and external factors that influence the company's capabilities. So KFC's method evaluate and develop strategies as well as their implementation and ongoing monitoring to achieve company goals and maintain a competitive advantage. As a result, KFC's strategy planning and performance management system is used to link individuals' goals with company goals. And of course, it's making KFC one of the most successful fast food chains in the world.